Everybody, welcome to fursuit making. Woo! Today I'm going to be putting together the Valentine's Day Protogen. We're doing like a themed suit for February, so we'll see how far we can get today. Let me just pop out the chat here so I can actually see it when I sit down. Pop out chat, and we'll throw it over here. And can we zoom in? Yes, we can. Not want to zoom in over here. Oh, I see, it's both. Alright, we'll see if that. Let's see if I can read that. Here, woo! So, print out a Liquid Tooth Creations Protogen. Really cool, really nice Protogen base. So, kind of fun and different than a normal Protogen head, which is the visor and the electronics and stuff. This is like one of the, I guess, like easier versions of Protogens, which is nice. So, my idea is Valentine's Day theme stuff, so I made them do like a red printed one. And I have like a rose here that I haven't decided if I'm gonna like make it stick out of the eye or not, like that. But then that would like also blind your vision. So I don't know what I want to do with that yet. I just have a couple Valentine's Day themed and colored items. So like the eye mesh here, which is actually UV reactive, and I didn't know that when I bought it, which is kind of cool. And then I have hearts, little heart things, probably for the ears, the inside of the ears are going to be that color. But my first thing that I usually do with these is the mesh on the inside. So instead of doing, you know, your normal standard electronics for Protogens, you would do mesh in this, just like a normal fursuit head. So I'm gonna see how this pink stuff goes. I think it'd be kind of cool looking, especially if it's UV reactive. It'd be looking something like that. And you know, red, white, and pink is our theming. So that is what we're gonna be doing. So I'm gonna get real fancy with this because I only have limited supplies of that pink stuff. I'm going to make a little bit of a tape outline of the eyes, so I know exactly how much I need to cut out for this specific base. So yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be fun stuff. I wanna do a little bit more of these since now fursuit stuff is my full-time thing, and it'd be fun to just pop up a live stream like this to just show you guys how I make this stuff and how long it actually takes. So depends on the base, depends on the whatnot, a lot of different factors, but usually I'm pretty quick with my stuff because I don't usually do fully furred face suits. A lot of my stuff is skull dogs, so they take a lot less time than a fully furred face fursuit. Say that 10 times fast. Alright. Almost done here. Yeah, hopefully these streams will then be like tutorial videos for people that are actually wanting to make this sort of suit head. So what we got here is the eye is taped on the inside. It looks like, and that's fine, because what we're going to do now is we are going to trace on the inside so we don't get any stuff on the outside of what the eye looks like. And we'll have to cut a little bit bigger. So, sort of like that. You can see that. So we'll cut a little bit bigger of what that is showing, so we can put the mesh on there. I think my only concern with this mesh, it does bend. The hardest part about these bases are the mouth, because you want it to look nice and you want the mouth to be all one solid piece on here, but it's hard to do that when the mesh doesn't bend. So you'll sometimes be left with like this really big gap in the teeth. And that's the only thing I say I don't like about these bases. Everything else, pretty damn good. Vision, I'd say, is pretty good. Breathability is awesome, because it's just, you're breathing out of, you know, the mask part of it. But right now we're going to go ahead and cut the eye section out. Doesn't have to be perfect, but yeah, that's what we got. So when you put it up against here, that is enough. So you got the eye, just like that. So we're gonna cut a little bit more of it. Also, the birds are gonna be talking in the background, so stopping by to say hello. Might come back later. Hey Jade. I definitely need to move that chat so I can actually read it here. It is a little bit hard to read from that certain angle here. There we go. First time setup. We're testing things out here. Alright, anyways. So we're gonna take this mesh, which is used for what did I get this at Joann's, which apparently Joann's is like now going out of business, apparently, or they're shutting down certain locations. Yeah, so this mesh is meant for doing the, what is that called, crochet art, or like the yarn art or something. But honestly, works pretty good as eye mesh. You can see through it pretty dang well. And I guess you can kind of see my eyes through it a little bit, but this is the first time I'm using this mesh, so we'll give it a try. But anyways, we're gonna slap our eye on there, and then we're going to basically trace a little bit bigger of the spot around it, so we have a little extra for the glue to hang on to it. And we're gonna do the same thing with this side, but it's not sticky on that side, so it's not gonna hold. That's fine. Alright, good enough. Let that dry so the Sharpie doesn't get all over me. Scissors, yes. Just gonna go ahead and nice little cut. Got a bunch of extra. Use this for the nose. Now we cut out the eyes. I also just remembered I need to order hot glue soon because I'm running low. Hot glue is your best friend with suit making. For sure. Alright, cool. We got our eyes, and then all this is trash. Okay. So, now, when you place it in here, you'll have extra. Hopefully you can see that. You have extra, so you can just do a little bit of a glue circle around it. So that's what I'm gonna do. But I'm not sure if I want to paint anything on this base or not. Like the actual, not the visor part, but the metal part of the Protogen is what I'll call it. We'll see though. And I'm still not 100% sure what color fur I want to do. I assume probably stick with the white and pink and red theming, but the face is already red. And the eyes are going to be pink, so Alright, and that sticks in there. And there we go. Just like that. There is one eye in. And like that. And I don't know if it's going to show up or not. Let's see. Camera. You see how UV reactive that is? It looks so much, comparing to the camera, it looks so much more bright in person. But it's UV reactive, and that's cool. I think it's neat. Also just realized the emojis, the heart emojis in the title, only the red one is showing, the pink and white one don't exist. They're just squares, oh no. Alright, cool. Well, that's one done. And on to the second one. Hot glue always sticking to my fingers here. Get off! They can make hot glue that doesn't string. That'd be wonderful. Alright, cool. The eyes are in. And it's still pretty good about seeing out of it, so that's awesome. Alright, now we're gonna do the little nose holes in the front, which is just gonna be little squares here, so I don't really need to do any taping at all. Yep, just like that. Okay. So I have two different pinks. I have some fur that has like blue, purple, and pink in it, but I don't think that would go too well with this. And then I got black and white and grays. So I'm thinking somewhere along those colors, because I don't want to make it look too crazy with the colors, but I want everything to like still sort of match. So we will see when we get that far. But yeah, this Protogen, when finished, which should be in the next couple days, will be ready to adopt and up for sale whenever. Whenever it's done. If not, you will see it at Be Whiskered, because that's my next convention that I have a table at. But if there's a convention that randomly pops up and I'm like, oh, I can do that one, oh, I can get into the Artist Alley, then you might see this guy in person at one of those cons. I think Anthro Expo is going on this weekend. And there's Music City FurCon, I think next weekend. I don't think I will be attending either of those as of this moment, but things could change. Alright, there we go. Nose holes, done. Easy. And then the inside still looks pretty clean. God dang, that looks good. The pink, I was unsure about doing the pink at first, but honestly, the pink kind of goes hard. I was gonna do like black mesh instead, because I don't have any speaker cloth, which is the stuff I usually use for the Skull Dogs, but no. The pink actually looks really cool. But also, with this base, there is a little hole at the bottom, so that's where your breath is supposed to come out of, so it doesn't get hot. So you never want to cover that portion up, because that is for breathing, and you need to breathe. You need to be comfy when in suit. Let's see. Alright, no. Need a bigger piece than that. The birds are actually behaving too. They're not being too loud. Wow, that's a first. Alright, there we go. I was debating on using this base or a toothy canine base. I did a couple like little polls. I was like, hey, which one should I use? And honestly, it was pretty close. A lot of people like the dog, but more people like the Protogen. I've been doing a lot of these Protogens lately too. And even visored ones, but I just don't know how to do electronics quite yet. That is something I am learning. Because that is interesting. But it is part of information technology, which is what I specialize in, if you want to talk about real world jobs. So fursuiting and IT together. So, and there's the bottom piece. Almost there. That's just this mouth part. That's fun. So this is the part that kind of sucks. Because I can do that, but there's a gap. And I don't really want to break it either. But if I have to, then, well, that's what we gotta do. There might need to be a gap in this one, we'll see. I don't think it bends that far. So, let's do I need all that? No, I don't need all that. Okay, so let's just do a little bit of cuts, little cuts at a time here. And see what we need. This one I don't really tape down because I just kind of figure it out as I go here. So like as I go, I'll cut it to what I need it to be, and then I'll put it back in here to see what doesn't need to be here. Exactly. That's almost perfect. Let me just back it up a little bit. There's just that gap that I don't like. So what if we do a little wider on this? Uh-huh. I think the birds like the lo-fi music, if you guys can hear it at all. Okay. Besides for that little corner piece, that's pretty good. It just needs to be longer. So let's do a little bit of tracing here. We're not going to need this entire section. We don't need this section. Okay. Now, can I go longer with this? Yes. Yes, I can. Alright, cool. Then that's what we will do. Alright, and that's why I got two of them, because one was not enough. Oh, there goes the birds. Uh-huh. Alright, I'm not gonna need these little scrap pieces, so they can go. Okay, so I don't need that. And I don't need that. So then we bend that in half. Uh-huh. We'll match that up as well. Ah. Okay. So on the inside, we're going with something that kind of looks like that. Let me see if I match this up to it again. See what we got here. Yeah, that's pretty good. But it's just this part that needs more. So, let me get the tape out. Oh, the bird's like up there. What are you doing? Why are you like this? Okay, okay. They're all just flying around to see what I'm doing. So we need more of that right there. And then more of this right here. Oh my goodness, guys. Calm down. Let's just go about right about there. One more piece just in case we mess this up. So. Yeah, I will definitely grab more of this mesh for other protogens because I have 2 more that are laying around right now. So I might go back to Joanne's to go grab some more of this mesh because I kind of like that, and it's UV reactive too. Like, let's go. Okay. Uh-huh. Alright. We don't need that piece. Because that piece is messed up. Alright. So we got something like that for the mouth. Oh. Let's see. Oh, I need to cut down the middle here. And hopefully that's good. And if this is the correct, I need to make a pattern of this because this is useful for other protogens. If I do more of these, which I will be. Oh, hi! Did you want to join the stream? Do you want to say hello? Oh no, you just want to be nasty, but you want to sit here? I see. I see how it is. Okay, so we need to make a cut right there. This is Craig, everyone. He's a bastard. He hates kisses. Or just the noise of it. He wants to be on my shoulder, but he doesn't want any attention. Because he's a bastard. Exactly, you know it. Why'd you even come over here if you're gonna be mad, huh? Why are you so mad? Here, I'll move my hair. That's probably what you're pissed about. Is that it? You just scared of hair? Gosh. What a little butt. Alright. So I think we're getting to about what we want. You better not poop on me, I swear. We are getting to where we want here. I wonder if sewing that piece together would be good. I don't know. Yeah, so there we go. We got the inside of the mouth like that, which looks like this. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Looks pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna grab a piece of paper so I can trace that. You're coming with me. Two pieces of paper. Alright. We got 2 pieces of paper now. So this will be useful for later when I do more of these. So here's a little tutorial on how to make a pattern. So all I do is basically put some printer paper together and trace the pattern, so then when you need it for later, then you got it. Yeah, I like that mesh. This is some good stuff for these Protogens. And it's UV reactive, so even better. So yeah, if you are looking to do a liquid tooth Protogen, and you need some sort of mesh for it that isn't just like black eye mesh, this stuff is pretty good. Alright, so there's our thing. I'm actually going to trace it with a pencil so Sharpie doesn't get on this. And then I'll cut it out and name it on the piece of paper of what it is. Because this covers the whole mouth, and yeah. There we go. So, just like that. You still chilling? You just being a little bastard? He just wants to see what I'm doing. But he doesn't want me to realize he's there. Okay. Mm-hmm. You're gonna make the other birds jealous. You know that, right? And all 3 of them are going to come over here, huh? Is that what you're trying to do? Guest starring Craig. Yes, exactly. Ah. Alright, we're leaning down. Don't you fall. Yeah, so there's our pattern, which copies the real thing. And we'll name it Proto Mouth. And there we go. There's my pattern for later. Oh! You still having fun? See, like, oh, he's like kind of off camera here. Yeah? Uh-oh. Oh. I thought the other one was coming. Alright, so now, the fun part is gluing this down. Oh boy. Oh boy. All the birds are flying now. So I gotta make sure I don't glue it in a weird way where it's not gonna line up with the rest of it. So, like that. Just like that. Alright, so we'll do a little dot of glue here-ish. I think this is the most difficult part about this base is the mouth. Especially if you want to get it done all one shot and not have any like breaks in it. Yep. You gonna fluff? Okay. That looks good. Alright. I wonder if I can just glue it down without really moving it that much. How much will you want to bet one of the birds are gonna land on my head here pretty soon? I have a feeling that's what they're trying to do. Wow. No, not angry. That's surprising. You're not usually this nosy, Craig. What's up? All right, getting there. That's looking pretty good. I'll have to get some pictures when I'm done, obviously, with the UV reaction part of it. So I'm gonna make a little bit of cuts here. That's okay though. A little bit of adjustment. And more glue. Craig, you want to sing a little song for the stream? He doesn't know how to sing. He's camera shy. He will sing sometimes, but it's not really like any specific song. He just kind of sits there and goes beep 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 beep. But that's all they'll do. They do not sing. I need to put on like a 10-hour loop of like a cockatiel singing, and maybe they'll copy it eventually. But none of my birds have ever really sung, besides for like that little beep 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 beep. I think that's all they do. Cuts right here. Okay. Oh, there we go. A little bit more gluing. What you doing, Craig? And then I need a little bit of glue up in the front here, and I think we got it. The inside mesh part is done. And I part that sucks is like trying to reach the glue gun in here. Oh. I'm out of glue in my smaller glue gun, so that's not wonderful. But we work with what we got. Alright. And there we have it. There's the mesh done. Just like that. Let's read chat here. Maybe Craig has a secret affinity for being in the spotlight. Oh, he absolutely does. He's looking directly at the camera several times now. Dude, he knows. What's up? Do you know? Do you sense people watching? Oh, you're turning away now? Okay. But yeah, there's our Protogen. And there's the inside. Looks a little messy on the inside, but that's how normally fursuits look. Very, very FNAF animatronic contraption looking. Actually, that doesn't look too bad on the inside though. That's pretty clean. But yeah, we got that part done. So, and honestly, when wearing it, like, you can see out of it pretty well. You can breathe out of it really well. I don't know if you can see my eyes or not through it, but maybe. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I don't see my eyes through it on camera, at least from here, so. Okay. Okay, buddy. Alright, so next up would be a little bit more glue on the inside here, but then padding. So you can wear it without it falling down. Yeah, so, this is the padding that I use. It is from DVC. Shout out. Shout out DVC. But yeah, you have your chin and forehead padding. I just like using it because it's super nice, and it feels better than just using foam and then shaping it to it. So you sit your chin in here, and then, your forehead, so like that. And then there's straps that would be sitting in the back of your head, so that would keep everything in place. So normally I wrap this in cloth, and I think I will still do that for this. Yeah, I think, because it helps it like grip a little bit better. So, all right, Craig, I'm going to send you off. Goodbye. I'm gonna go grab that stuff. Good riddance, Craig. Alright. Anyways, I use this stretchy black fabric. Just order it from like Amazon. And I wrapped the foam in it because it looks really nice and doesn't yellow because it's covered. And yeah, it just looks a lot nicer. Or, actually, I just had an idea. Since we have a lot extra of this, because we're not going to need all of this for the ears, I'm going to wrap in the Valentine's Day stuff. Because I literally only need this for the ears, and they gave me a pretty decent amount of it. So, yeah, I'm just going to do that. That would be cool, actually. Themed inside. It would match the ears. Absolutely. Alright, so anyways, all I do is cut the piece of fabric, just like that. And I basically just fold it. So it's, because you're not going to see the backside, so you can be as messy as you want with it. As long as it stays on there, then you're good. So, they say to score it. So, you know, take a razor blade to it and cut it up a little bit so the glue actually can stick to it. I think they did already though, it looks like, but because some of the foam they pour has like this skin over it, so it's like very smooth and glue doesn't really stick to it that well. But yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna slap some glue on there. And basically just wrap the foam. Because that's gonna look really cool. Get that to stick a little bit here. There we go. Do a little bit of glue right here. Stick that down. A little bit of glue here. Stick that down. Again, the backside can be messy looking because it's just going to be stuck on the back of the head anyways, so, you know, the front looks nice, but the back's going to be a little bit scrunkly. This is going to be adorable, by the way. This suit is going to be cute. And I hope doing themed suits like this for like holidays are going to be good. I've seen a couple people do theme suits. A lot of Halloween ones, because, you know, Halloween's just the best. But I don't know if I've ever seen anyone do a Valentine's Day one, so that's what I was like, you know what, let's try to do some themed ones, because they're cute. I just hope they are not, like, what's the wording here? Like, it doesn't... What am I trying to get at here? I hope it sells because it's a cute suit, and it's like, oh, it's close to Valentine's Day, and not just like, they're like, oh, I'm only gonna wear this on Valentine's Day sort of thing. I guess it doesn't matter, but as long as it finds a good home, that's what matters. But I think a Protogen with hearts can be more than just Valentine's Day, but I'm just basing it off of Valentine's Day. But a lot of Christmas ones, a lot of Halloween ones, but I don't really ever see ones for like the funky holidays, like Valentine's Day or St. Patrick's Day or 4th of July. Ooh, I can do a bomb pop 4th of July one. Oh, that would be so good. I might make that my thing this year, is do like themed pre-mades each month. Do a theme of some sort. So like, obviously January it's the last day today. So there is going to be no January pre-mades, but February, Valentine's Day. March could be St. Patrick's Day. April, Easter. So could do a bunny. What's in May? May and June. July would be 4th of July. And then August, September, October, Halloween. I don't know. I gotta look up some holidays and see what would go well. But I think 4th of July, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, those kind of things would be fun. It's gonna look good when it's completed. Cinco de Mayo. Ooh, a Cinco de Mayo would be cool. I could do like a sugar skull. When is that one? Is that May? Is Cinco de Mayo in May or June? I don't remember. But yeah, there's the fabric, or there's the padding. So it'll just right there. So we're gonna set this into the head. So it usually will set about right there. So the birds are getting talkative now too. Oh my goodness. I think a Cinco de Mayo one would go hard though. That's a good idea. Gotta get those, like, funky holidays. Yeah, in May? Ooh, okay, yeah. Then I might do that for May. I'll just have to get a skull to match it. Do like those paint. I loved doing like those painted sugar skulls. That was the only thing I enjoyed doing in Spanish class. I was like, that is the coolest thing. I love it. I hate everything else about Spanish class. I still learned a little bit of Spanish, but I hated the teacher so much. She was awful. I feel like you'd rather have a shitty Spanish teacher or a shitty English teacher, and I had both. It just depended on what grade that I was in. It switched between English and Spanish teachers being terrible. No, English teachers are English teachers are always, their thing is always being pregnant for half the year. There we go. Sits just like that. And then that's where we'll put the elastic. Which actually, I gotta see if I have an elastic adjusting strap yet. I hope so. That's the other thing I needed to order. But yeah, here's that. Now we will wrap the chin. And the chin will probably sit right about there. Right in there somewhere. So, same thing again. Cut a piece of that. There we go. Senior year in high school for English class was the toughest. Yeah. Theme for... Yeah. Theme for May is Cinco de Mayo. Theme for July is 4th of July. I have an idea for, like, a bomb pop pre-made. Because bomb pops, or, like... That's always, like, a 4th of July specialty. My grandma would host a big 4th of July party. So, like, all the family and friends would come over and bring, like, all their summer dishes, like, for food and stuff, and we'd get fireworks, and it was a great time. I really enjoyed 4th of July for that reason alone. But, you know, since we've moved and everybody's kind of grown up and moved away, we don't really do them anymore, which it sucks, but, like, you know, it's hard to run those kind of things when everybody's in different states and on their own schedules and stuff now. And that's why I make new memories at Anthrocon, because they do the 4th of July fireworks while we're there at the con. You sit on the dock area, out where they do the fursuit boat thing, the boat tour or whatever, and you sit out there and watch fireworks that night. That's awesome. Everybody just sitting there in fursuit, just watching fireworks together. I thought that was so cool. Got to experience that last year for the first time, because I've been going to Anthrocon for 2 years in a row now. First year was 2023, and then I was a vendor last year, so that was really fun. I didn't get the vendor this year, but I might hop into the artist alley. So, but regardless, I'm going to AC because AC is like one of my favorites. Definitely top 3. Good people, good area, good food. Yeah, it's a good time, all around good time. Which they actually are opening up their hotel stuff in February. So, very soon. I really hope I get one of the closer hotels. Because we stayed in the Omni William Penn the first year, which was a great hotel. Loved it. Really fancy, really nice. It's a little bit of a walk, like a couple blocks. But they also did offer the shuttle service, which was cool. But as a vendor for last year, I was able to pick the hotel that was right next to the con center, and that was so nice. The elevators were okay because they actually had staff managing them, which was wonderful. Gosh, oh my god, they need that at every freaking con. Furries do not know how to work an elevator. But apparently I got like special privileges to just go right to my room and skip the line. You know, because I was a vendor and I needed to get my shit. So they're like, you go right ahead. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't even realize. They're like, yeah, you can skip the line. I kind of felt bad doing that though, because I was like, damn, I'm skipping all these people, but like also I'm a vendor, so sorry. It was nice having those like VIP privileges, I guess, is what I consider them. So getting sponsor or super sponsor or ultra sponsor for any of these cons, it's honestly a necessity because you can enjoy the con more because you get early access to stuff. But I think minimum being a sponsor for any con is very nice, regardless of size. But when you get to the bigger cons, sponsor up. Definitely, probably super sponsor is your way to go. Alright, and there's the champion padding. Woo, just like that. Grab a drink real quick. But yeah. Try not to slack on that. Yeah, I would definitely not slack on anything Anthrocon related with registration because they're limiting it this year, so. Oh, Lufer recommended you a camera lens. Getting the next week, 4th of July pics at Anthrocon will be amazing. Let's go. Yeah, dude, just keep practicing with their camera and like keep taking more and more photos. You can like legitimately run a fursuit photo business out with that. Like, fursuit photos are people will pay for them. I know I have. It's such a nice thing. And a good little side gig, too. And shit, you can even make it your full-time thing if you get enough customers. I think that's awesome. The furry community can bring in its own workforce or its own type of business. Like, you're not stuck with working for a company your entire life. You can make a name for yourself and actually do things for yourself and make money. Rather that be artist, photography, I guess dance comp. I wonder if dance comp stuff. I guess if there's like cash prizes. But that's more, I think that's more fun stuff. But like fursuit making, all that fun stuff. I think that's so beautiful. It's so awesome. But yeah, there's our inside of the base. Very cute. Very, very, very hearts. I love that. So, yeah, you just sit and wear like that. I'm gonna let that do its thing and dry here. How do I do that without it falling? Just like that, and then we'll put a thing there to let it sit. Okay, so next up is straps. Let me grab the adjustable straps. So what I use is the elastic kits from DVC because they're already pre-cut and it's nice. Put that away. Do I have any more of those though. That is my thing. Oh, there's one. Perfect. Alright, and then there is these adjustable straps. They're 3D printed by DVC. I order them specifically through them. I don't think they're listed on their website, but I order so much shit from them and I'm like, I need these. Oh, my stream didn't post content things? Really? Oh, man. If you're able to do that, would you be able to... Actually, no, you might not be able to. Yeah, let me share that real quick, actually. Hold on. I noticed that. When I mobile stream, it doesn't ping, but it'll ping after I upload it. It's very strange. Let me go ahead and content ping. That's not it. There we go. Hey, there we go. It's posted. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't do that. It's kind of funky. It'll post some things and not others. So, all right, cool. That's looking pretty cool. Now it's just wondering if I paint this. That's the fun part. That's the part I'm stuck on. Cause I think it'd be cute to do little hearts right here, like on the screen part. But I don't know yet. We'll see. All right, but anyways. Here's the straps. They're stretchy, elastic, whatever. I go ahead and cut them in half, or at least this part, because they go one on each side. So the top one is right, and I just feed it through, and I do a little thing of glue to keep it on there, because you just want it in the center. Ah. I can finish gluing up the padding to it. What time is it also? It is 3:05, am I reading that right? Yeah, 3:02, whatever. 3 o'clock, we'll call it. Alright, and we'll finish gluing this now, because we don't need to access that area anymore. Yeah, so there's a strap, and then all you do from there, after I get all this glue off me, you take the strap and you just feed it through it on the bottom side, and then, it goes through it, so it's adjustable, and then we're just trying to escape, and then I feed it through the top side, so it'll look like that, and then I just do a little line of glue at the end of it so it will not come undone. And then I fold it over itself, so then there's like this little bump so it can't pull out the adjustable thing. So, and then with this side we do the same thing. The only problem is these straps are a little bit too wide for the Protogen, like the hole for it. So what I'll do is I'll just cut it. Looks something like this. So we'll have a little bit of like stretchy extra, and I'll just feed it through that way and glue it on there so it stays in. And I do everything on the inside and then feed it to the outside for these ones. And then again, glue is your best friend, so we glue it up. I almost like weld when I'm gluing, because it just helps like reinforce it. I have to remember that for next time. It doesn't ping when I live stream, or like when I mobile stream. It's weird. Alright, that's that side. Go ahead and do the other side. Alright. Cool. So, those are straps. Let me make a little Twitter post real quick. Are you going for any lights on this? Is it similar to the blue Protogen collab you did earlier? It is similar to that. I don't think I'm gonna do any lights. I don't know yet. I don't know if I have any extras laying around. Because most of the time with my pre-mades, I'll just use what I have that's laying around and make it like stuff that's not for my commissioning. 1 second here. There we go. Yeah, so these bases, I mostly just do the mesh, because if you do eyes in the middle, I don't know how that would look, actually. I've not tried that before, because it would just be like a little glowing LED. I'm pretty sure you could put LEDs in these if you wanted. I just have never done it. Make sure it's attached. Yeah. Do a little bit more glue to make sure. Never hurts to reinforce it, because it's going to be covered with fur anyways, so you're not going to see this part. Yeah, I don't know. I've never done LEDs in these ones, so maybe that's something I'll try with the other two that I have. Maybe get some cool LEDs for them. Because I have a Protogen that is like that galaxy purple filament, which is really cool looking. Has like this blue sparkly in it. And then I have one that's like this color changing blue and green metal look to it, so I don't know. We'll see what I end up doing with those. Once I get these straps on, I will put the head on the mannequin so you guys can see how it fits. We're almost there. And that's what I like about head bases like this. Same thing with the skull dogs, is you don't have to do any lining. You don't have to do, if you don't want to. You can do lining if you want to. I don't really see the point with the doing lining in these guys, because it's just plastic on the inside. It's gonna be heavier if you line it, and it's more breathable now than if it were lined. Like it'd be more hot to wear with it lined. My thing is, as long as it looks good on the outside, the inside can be however you want it. Inside ain't supposed to be pretty. Now, on a fully furred face fursuit head, I like to line them, because most of the time those are... If they're foam bases specifically, lining I prefer. If they are not, aka if they're a resin base, I don't really see the point of lining them. Because the resin itself is like lining already. Alright, and there's our straps. So, just like that. And you can adjust them however you want to fit your head size. So, as you see, you just pull on the tab and it adjusts it. So, I think that is it for the inside. For at least this one. Now, I've added a fan in these guys before. The first one of this that I've ever done, I put a fan right where the mouth part is right here, or like the underneath part, so it pulled in cool air from the mouth, which was really good, because as breathable as these bases are, you're always gonna have that like humidity because of your breath and your breathing. But yeah, it's always nice to have a little bit of airflow. Okay, so we're gonna slap this on the mannequin, just like that. There is half the project done. And there we go. Alright, I don't need this mesh anymore, so I'm gonna put that away. Boom. Hey. Why are the foam mannequins so pumpable? I don't know. They are just funny looking. They just stare at you from the background. Alright, don't need this anymore. Alright, so what do we have left? This little padding I found earlier. Don't need that. Next up is our ears. So, the ears, I bought the file from, can't remember if it's Stuffed Panda Studios or Spirit Panda Studios. I think it's Stuffed Panda Studios, but they make a ton of different ears, so I just 3D print them, because this is how I like to do ears now, because it's nice and easy. What we're going to do with the ears is we're going to do some hearts on the inside. So, how I like to do it is just lay it out and cut it to the size and just wrap the ear. I don't pattern any of it because it's just extra work that doesn't need to be done. So then what I'll do is I'll just cover the ear in a little bit of glue and right on there. And you kind of just stretch the fabric to the ear, which makes it super nice. So I just kind of like pat it down. Now I'll have to ask you guys for help with color of fur and ears and stuff, because I'm not too sure. That's the part I haven't thought about yet. Because I wanted to get this part done first, and then kind of figure it out from there. And also if I want to paint the Protogen head at all. Like the ear thingies. I think yes. Because I think the red is too much, and it needs a little bit of... what's the wording? Like, it needs to be spaced out a bit of how much red there is. And I'll show you guys, once I'm done wrapping this one, how I cut it and move the fabric around it. But yeah, if I started this earlier this morning, probably could have had it done by tonight. They're just that easy. Like, that's what I love about not having to fur the faces. We love faceless, furless faced creatures. But tonight, if you guys are on my Twitch channel at all, we're going to be doing some Mario Kart, which I need to set up later. So I think once I get the ears mounted here, and once we figure out like the fur color, then I might wrap up stream here. But because this is the fun part. The boring part, I guess, would be the sewing, because I gotta sit here and cut out the pattern, and then sit here and sew it, which takes, I think, if I'm doing one color, it'll take me like 2 hours to do the hood part, which is like the back of the head and the neck area. But yeah, so the ear is wrapped around it, so all I do from here is kind of just cut a little bit around it, so then I can wrap the fabric around it just a little bit. You don't want it right on the edge. Yeah, so all that trash, and you got something like that. And then all I do is just glue the outside little edge and wrap it around. Ugh. Hot glue everywhere. I think I'll put like a little bit of like fluff in the ears as well. Give it a little bit more personality. Any tips for putting a fan inside a dino mask? Yeah, I can show you one of the fans that I have laying around. Definitely do a USB or, well, I guess your choices are rather doing a USB powered or a battery powered. And honestly, I prefer battery powered because a lot of the time the power banks that I have don't work with the USB. Which is kind of weird, but yeah, let me put this fabric right across this, and I'll go grab the fan that PVC creates. I like having I think they're AAA battery pack fans. And for one, because you don't have to worry about changing the batteries for a long time. Like, I had the LED pack in Riot since like 2018, and I just recently, I would say like about a year ago, just had to change the batteries in them. So they last a pretty damn good while, as long as you remember to shut them off when you take the head off. You have to kind of like discipline yourself to like do that so you don't forget. Alright. Well, there's one ear, so it looks a little funny right now, but that is one of two. Let me grab the battery pack fan here. Show you what I mean. So, DVC battery pack fan. This is a 1-inch fan, so it's a little bit bigger, but I think this should work in Dino Mask. You can get smaller ones, but it's just a battery pack, and then there's like a little on-off switch that you'd click, and it would push air through it. So for the Dino Masks, I guess I'd put them like in the nose if they have open nostrils, if that makes sense. If they don't, then I guess like right in the front of the mouth, but then it's kind of in the way, so. Dino masks are a little bit small and tight when it comes to putting anything in them. But they are cool. I do like dino masks. Alright, so that's one ear. Done. On to the next one. Ear part 2. Probably gonna put a little bit of ear fluff, and then obviously the fur on the outside of the ear as well. The USB would be covered in sweat. The question is where to put the fan. Between the eyes, inside the dino mask, or inside the hood. Probably, honestly, in between the eyes, because if you put it in the hood, it's not grabbing any new air. At least if it's near the eyes, it'll grab air from the eye holes. Because you basically need fresh air to be coming in. So, like, the Protogen here, if you can see, it has 2 nose holes in the front. But it also has a thing underneath the chin where it'll grab air. So I put a fan under that, like, chin area, which is, like, right here, so it pushes air up and throughout the mask. So, but you can always test it out, too, with placement. And then decide where to actually stick it. My nose is running. Ah! I hate that. Oh my goodness. Alright. Yeah, but see, also Dinomasks are another one of those species that you don't have to fur the face if you don't want to, which I love that. That's why they're cool. Dude, my trash can looks like Valentine's Day. Oh my gosh. what to do with that rose quite yet. I'll just make him, like, eat it. Like, stick it out of the side or something, because I think putting it in the eye was originally what I was thinking, but the vision will probably be impaired if I do that, so probably not going to do that anymore. You need to be able to see. So, I think the rose is more like a prop that'll go with it. Or I can always, if I do a tail, I can always put it in the tail too, like at the end of the tail or something. I don't know, haven't thought that far yet. Sometimes I just think of this shit as I go. That's the fun of making pre-mates. Because you don't know what you'll end up with until you do it. Running out of glue. Stick by stick. I definitely need to order some once I'm done here. That's the other ear basically done. Yeah, there we go. 2 ears. Just like that. Done. Easy. I don't think I'll be using any more of this fabric. So, unless I do it for the cheek area, then how do I cover that? I don't think I can without it looking messy. If there's like a circle seal I could put on there, I would, but I think I'm done with this fabric. So, we got the rose. I think one of the leaves fell off. Yes, yes it did. Yeah, let's do without that one. Yeah, we got a rose, which, you know, Valentine's Day theme. So, just make him hold it or something. Just like that. I guess technically, yeah, it could. Something like that. Or like, stuck in the mouth somehow. Might have to cut it a little shorter, but something like that. It's probably gonna be a prop, like I said. So yeah. Basically, the ears are done now. So what I will do from there is drill holes to place the ears up here somewhere. So with the Protogens, they kind of have to lean a bit further back. So up in the top here, I have to drill 2 little holes to make it so the ears stay on. That's looking pretty good though. I think that looks pretty good. Now, the fun part is fur color. So, and also painting this part. like the not visor part, this part, because I think this might be a little much red. Painting that sucks though. What color paints do I have? Probably not going to do that on stream, but we shall see. Because it also depends on what color furs I go with. Because I could do it white, but yeah, I have red, of course. I don't need that. Maybe like a pinkish color. I have pink fur, white fur, black and gray, and blues, which that is not the theme. So I think I might do like a light pink and a dark pink, maybe. So yeah, I'd say that's pretty good for now. So yeah, that's how you do one of these Trojans, the interior and the ears. So yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna do for now. And I will obviously be sharing pictures of the progress and the final piece of it when it's done. So yeah, I think that's about it. So thanks for watching, everyone. I'm gonna probably do more of these videos, rather for more pre-mades or commissions as well, because it's fun to just chat for a little bit and work on stuff, because it makes me fully focus on actually working on these without stopping. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys tonight if I'm gonna see you on the Twitch stream for Mario Kart, if I can get it working. That's the fun part. So all right, bye everyone.